I live here.
But where's Wheels?
What are you talking about?
What a bummer.
What is the matter with you, Claire?
Nothing.
No, it's all right, Alice. It's not him, is it? I mean, you're not absolutely sure.
Well, the body hasn't been positively identified, no.
Well, see? It's somebody else. Where was this body found?
At Baroda.
Where's that?
About 180k from here. It's a small place, about 200 people.
Why would Michael go there?
He wouldn't.
Not even for work?
No, not without telling me. It's just a mistake. I mean, I feel sorry for the person that was killed, but well, it's just a horrible mistake. Don't you think so?
I hope so, Lisa.
You'd think she didn't have a care in the world. She looks so peaceful.
Well, we both know she's not. We're going to have to make some serious decisions, and we're going to have to make them very soon.
You want to send her away, don't you?
It's not what I want. It's what's best for her. And yes, at the moment, I think a psychiatric hospital would give her the best chance for a complete recovery.
No. Look, I know Sheridan. If she woke up in one of those places, it'd destroy her. She'd think her life was out of control.
Stephen, her life is out of control. We've got to concentrate on finding the best way to stop her from destroying herself.
But if you commit her, she'll be wearing that label for the rest of her life.
I promise you, I don't want to see Sheridan suffer that stigma either. But I can't ignore this suicide attempt. If I do, she might try again.
You don't understand. I wouldn't let her.
People who want to commit suicide don't usually ask permission.
But surely committing her should be your last resort.
Whatever we decide, we've got to be very sure about it. Because physically, she's going to be well enough to leave here by tomorrow afternoon.
Orange juice, Constable?
Thanks, Sarge.
2 orange juice, please. That baby, is he living here?
Yes, he is, as a matter of fact. He's a proper little bobby dazzler, isn't he? Though heaven alone only knows where he gets his looks from, because it's certainly not from CJ. That's $2.50. Thanks, love.
Poor Lisa, Sarge. I feel so sorry for her.
It's appalling. It's absolutely appalling.
And if it is Michael, it's going to be a real tragedy.
I mean, the baby. Living in a hotel and being brought up by Craig Jones and the rest of them, it shouldn't be allowed.
But CJ loves him, Sarge.
Well, if he wants something to love, he should buy himself a puppy. Although, quite frankly, I doubt whether I'd even trust him with a dog.
If you'll excuse me, Sarge, there's someone I've got to see. Wheels, you got a moment, mate?
Yeah, sure.
It's a bit private, guys.
Okay.
There's been a body found, mate, and it seems to match the description of Michael Sturgis.
You kidding? Are you sure it's him?
No.
Well, how's Lisa? Have you told her?
She knows, and that's why I came around to see you. I think it'd be a good idea if you went over there, mate.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hey, Alice, do you think this would suit me?
Yeah, I guess so.
Shoes are a bit drab, though.
Lisa, if it is Michael...
It isn't. You know, you're right. Flatties would be the best thing there.
Please don't shut me out. I'm on your side on this one, you know that.
In that case, leave it alone.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Wheels. How's things?
Okay, just ran to Max and he told me.
Told you what?
Well, he said that you might need a friend right now, that's all.
What is this? Some kind of conspiracy? I mean, the way everyone is acting, you'd think they'd want Michael dead.
been like that since they told her. She refuses to think it could be him. No, I don't want it to be him either.
I'll have to talk to her.
Ever heard of knocking?
Look, there are two possibilities. Either it is Michael's body or it isn't. Right? Now, don't you owe it to yourself and to him to go up there and find out?
Have you finished?
Almost. I'm going to ride up there tomorrow morning and you're going to come with me. So be ready.
You know, if you don't watch out, that thing is going to start growing on your head.
Ha ha.
No, you're just early. You're going somewhere?
I'm going to visit someone.
Zach?
Wheels.
Does he know?
Not yet. It'll be a surprise for him.
Claire, don't you think you ought to be concentrating on someone closer to your own age, like Zach?
He's a bit childish for me. I prefer mature men.
Well, I don't think you should go visiting Wills this early. Mature men like their women to be a little more harder to get than that.
Oh. Room service. Why do I deserve this? Thank you.
Oh, I was making one for myself anyway. And Wills will be here soon, so I just want to make sure you're awake.
Well, when he gets here, you can tell him to go straight home, because I'm not going with him.
It's not what he thinks.
Tough. Look, Alice, I know he means well, but all this stuff has just gotten out of hand. I have to admit most of it's my fault.
How is it your fault?
Am I overreacting? Listing Michael as a missing person?
But isn't that what he is?
No. Alice, he's just gone sailing with Pete, just like you said. The fact that I don't know exactly where he is at the moment, well, that doesn't mean he's missing.
Well, I think you should just go with Wills anyway.
What for? To look at some stranger's body? No, thank you. I've got better things to do with my time. Well, I have. Can you imagine me telling Michael when he gets back? Oh, hi, sweetheart. Guess what my new hobby is? Checking out dead bodies in the morgue.
Don't, Lisa. That's horrible.
Exactly. So that's why I'm not going to go with Wheels, huh? Thanks for the coffee, Alice. Sure.
I'm telling you, Max, he's not grown up to be a cop. No way.
Oh, and I suppose you want him to grow up and be in a rock and roll band, mate.
No, I've decided he should take up professional sport. There's heaps of money in professional sport. And with the right manager, hey, Squirt.
For sake, he's not going to grow up to be anything if you don't get some food into him. Come on, get up, let me have a go. Right, over is your Auntie Mary. Hello, chicken. Ooh,
I wonder how tall he's going to be.
I have no idea.
Well, I hope he grows tall, because then he can play basketball. That's the game of the future.
Gosh, we're not going to stick around and listen to this, are we? Come on, love. You come upstairs with me, where we've got a bit of peace and quiet, and then you can eat properly, can't you? Got your feet out? That's a good lad. Come on, then. Bring his breakfast with him. Oh, look. There's Auntie Helen. Hello, Auntie Helen.
I'm sorry, I'm here on business.
Ooh. Bye-bye, Auntie Helen.
It's my duty to inform you that I have contacted Family and Community Services as to the conditions that this baby is living in. And based on my assessment, they have decided to take him into care.
You're kidding.
I never do that. They'll be calling for him in a couple of hours, so I suggest you have him ready. Constable?
Hi, Claire. It's Tony. You're not going to see you.
Yeah, me.
Hi, Tony. I need your help. We both do. I didn't know who else to ask.
Why, what's the problem?
I've got to find somewhere to hide me and Squirt. I'm sorry to put this on you. I wouldn't ask if I wasn't desperate.
Are you on the run?
I guess so.
From the law?
Claire! CJ, of course I'll help you, you know that. As long as you tell me what the problem is.
They want to take Squirt away from me. I'm not going to let them do it.
Oh, CJ. Stay as long as you need.
Sadly, but we're a rock band. Tell her, Valentine.
I've got patrons who like to listen to the races on a Saturday now. I don't want to alienate them. Just play a civilised volume.
You know, Mary, I'm beginning to think that the only reason you hired us was to stop us from playing at the Royal because you didn't want the competition, right?
That's business. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, terrific. And why don't you just ask us to play with our hands tied behind our backs?
I might yet. Don't tempt me.
Excuse me, where is Craig Jones?
Oh, would you excuse me? I think Reg might need a hand behind the bar.
Where's Craig Jones?
Who?
Craig Jones?
Oh, CJ. Oh, sorry, I haven't seen him, have you?
You must know where he is. Fax are here to take that baby into care, and I don't want to keep them waiting.
Baby? What baby?
Don't toy with me, the baby that's been living here.
Oh, I think you got it all wrong. I haven't seen any baby hanging around here, have you?
Yes, you have.
Oh, well, there must have been someone who looked like me. But, you know, I'll try the others. Hey, guys! Has, anyone seen, a baby hanging around here? No.
Who'll pay for this?
Gee, I didn't know you were allowed to pay for babies.
I want that baby.
Oh, well, you can just grow one yourself. It only takes 9 months.
You'll be very sorry you obstructed me. Watch it.
You're late. I was thinking of calling in sick.
What for?
Just in case you need some company.
Alice, since when has that been a good excuse to chuck a sickie? Look, honestly, I will get everything done a whole lot faster if there's no one hanging around.
Sure?
Alice, will you please stop hovering? I'm fine.
All right, then. I'll catch you tonight.
Okay.
Hi. She ready?
No. I don't know what to do, Will. She's carrying on as if nothing's happened. She told me to go to work, and I feel like I'm abandoning her.
Well, I'll stay here for a while and look after her, I guess.
Thanks.
Okay.
Hey.
What kind of bike riding gear is that?
It's not. I'm sorry, Wills, if you've wasted your time, but I'm not coming.
Since when is pushing a few dishes around more important than Michael, huh?
It's not Michael.
Oh, really? How'd you arrive at that woman's intuition or something?
I just know.
Great. So what are you scared of?
Nothing.
Lisa, I can understand you're scared, okay? But if it is Michael, refusing to identify the body is not going to change the fact.
It isn't Michael.
Great. So come with me and prove it.
Hey, Sarge, would you like a ball of lolly?
No, I would not, and put them out of sight. This place is messy enough as it is.
Yes, Sarge.
What's that you're typing up?
Neighbourhood watch report.
We'll leave it. I want an APB put out in that baby.
What baby?
The baby. Which baby do you think I'm talking about?
Oh, I don't know, Sarge.
The baby that's been staying at the hotel?
CJ's baby.
If you mean Craig Jones, yes. He's taken him into hiding thanks to the obstructionist attitude of those people at the hotel. You know, they're denying it even existed. I'm tempted to lock a lot of them up as accessories.
Well, I'm sure they didn't realise they were doing anything wrong. It's just that people in East Street tend to stick together, Sarge.
Well, they'll be doing it in the lockup if they don't watch it. Well, come on. Put a report sheet in. Get on with it. I want a profile on that baby.
The baby's a bit young for a profile, though, Sarge.
Just get on with it. Age, colouring, name if you know it.
Name? Well, his name's Squirt.
Squirt? What sort of a name is that to give a baby?
It's a bit hard to explain, Sarge. It's just that, well, every time you sort of change him, he squirts at you. Yeah.
How well do you know Craig Jones?
Pretty well.
How well?
He's my best friend.
Oh. Oh. And you didn't have any prior knowledge as to the disappearance of the baby, did you?
Of course not, Sarge.
Are you sure?
I'm a policeman. I wouldn't break the law.
Seeing you're such a good policeman shouldn't be too difficult for you to find the baby. Bring him back in here then, should it?
You sure you don't want a cup of coffee?
No, thanks.
I guess I'm just trying to put off the moment, especially when I think the decision's going to go against me.
Whatever I decide, it won't be against you. It'll be for Sheridan. But before we can think about that, we've got to go back further and try and discover what made a woman as strong as Sheridan break down.
Well, that's clear, isn't it? It's all the stress she's been under.
It's more specific than that. Look, I'll be honest. It's not a criticism, but I think it's got something to do with you. She's a woman who runs a television station, yet she couldn't decide between two kinds of vegetables.
How can I be responsible for that? I couldn't care less what she cooks, or even if she cooks at all.
Yeah, but the point is she does care. She's tying herself in knots trying to please you. That's a large part of why I'm not all that keen on her coming back here.
I guess I've been so flattered by her attentions, I didn't stop to notice what damage it was doing to her. Look, what if I made sure the situation were to change?
How'd you do that?
Well, I don't want you to think I'm oversimplifying the problem, but if I made it clear to Sheridan that from now on I'd be looking after her instead of the other way around, wouldn't it make a difference?
Might.
All I'm asking for is a chance. I don't need to work, so I can give her as much attention as any hospital, except with one difference. I love her. Please, Bob, help me on this.
You know, sometimes it takes a bit more than just loving someone.
Yeah, I know that. And if I fail, and if I'm not helping her get better, I swear I won't fight it. If you think committing her is the best thing for her, I swear I won't. But I beg of you, make committing her your last option.
Ellie?
I just don't know.
You want me to come with you? Lisa?
Okay, so you're right. I'm scared. Of course I'm scared.
So what are you going to do? You're just going to walk away from it, are you?
Don't, Wheels.
Come on, Lisa. I thought you were a fighter.
I can't.
I don't think you've got any choice.
He's asleep.
Are you okay?
Me? I'm all right. But he's still so young. If they took him away, I wouldn't be able to explain. He wouldn't understand that I hadn't abandoned him.
Well, maybe they won't take him. Not when they see how much you love him.
Do you think anybody in authority cares how I feel? As far as they're concerned, I'm just Craig Jones. Nobody. A little while ago, I would have believed him. But now, I just have to look at him and I get this feeling. I've finally done something I can be proud of. He's a beautiful little person and I helped create him. I can't be all bad if I've done something like that.
I think you're pretty terrific.
No, I don't know. I'm not much use to him at the moment. Not if I let them take him.
Well, do you think they'll give you a choice?
I'll tell you something. I'm not going to hang around to ask them. I don't care what I've got to do, but I'm going to keep him. They can do what they damn well like to me. But I'm not going to give him up. No way. So, if you feel like I'm dragging you in too deep, you better tell me now.
No. It's okay, CJ. I'm with you.
It's him.
Look, we start here in E and then a couple of bars down we move to F sharp.
Look, could you just maybe turn the music down just a little bit?
Well, look, I could turn it down to 0, but it'd still be too loud for her.
Oh, stop your whinging. A bit of a compromise isn't going to hurt you.
Who wants to listen to a rock band that they can't even hear? Well, maybe this is going to kill my career.
I don't think that's going to be an issue, love.
Excuse me, JJ, have you seen CJ?
No, but if I had, I'd tell him to keep on trucking.
Why?
Because that dumb cop sergeant's trying to take Squirt away from me. Now, what sort of rat act is that when someone's trying to take away your own kid?
I don't know. Valentine, I don't suppose you've seen CJ?
Well, what do you want to know for?
It's private.
You cops are all the same.
Mary, I don't suppose you've seen CJ?
No, sorry, love. He left early this morning with the baby.
Did he say where?
No. And to be perfectly honest with you, love, even if I did know, I'm not sure I'd want to tell you.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to tell me either.
Have you ever heard some people described as having the world at their feet? I know this is going to sound corny, but sometimes I've actually had that thought myself. I've thought, I've got the world at my feet. Me, little Lisa Bennett from nowhere, has everything in the world. Everything in the whole world, and a whole lot more besides. Said that I should never have closed my eyes. But somehow I forgot. I got lulled into thinking that I didn't have to watch out anymore. And that's when it happens. That's when it always happens. He was so handsome. It's not why I loved him, of course. Oh, God. When does it become past tense? When can I say I loved him without feeling a knife in my stomach?
How are you feeling?
All right. Bit weak.
I'll give it another day or two, it'll pass. Stephen, would you mind? Sheridan and I need to talk.
I want Stephen to stay.
I don't mind staying if that's all right with you, Ellie.
What do you want to talk about?
Your emotional health.
I won't do it again. I promise.
I'm not blaming you. No one is. But the fact that you tried to kill yourself shows that you've got problems, and there's no point in any of us pretending they don't exist. We've got to find where the problems are coming from. I think there are two options open to you, and I want you to think about them both very carefully. You could go to hospital, a psychiatric hospital, for full-time care, for as short or as long a time as we all think's necessary.
You'd put me away?
It would be your decision, and that makes a big difference. You'd be surrounded by professionals who could monitor your convalescence.
You said there's something else I could do.
There is. Stephen wants to take you home and look after you himself. I've warned him I'd need to make regular checks, but he seems to think he can manage.
Do you really want to take care of me?
Very much.
Then I want to go home.
There you go.
Thanks.
Once upon a time, there was this girl who was very mature for her age. And she fell in love with a handsome older man. He fell in love with her too. And they would have lived happily ever after if it wasn't for a whole bunch of mean people.
Come on, Claire. Don't corrupt him. He's too young.
I'm telling him a love story, just like Romeo and Juliet. There's no violence, I promise.
Yeah, but there's a lot of mush.
It's not mush, it's romance.
Then it won't have a happy ending.
Quickly take him into the bedroom. I'll try and get rid of them. Hurry.
Hi, Tony.
Oh, you had us worried. We thought you'd be that sergeant.
May as well be.
Nah, better head. Well, slightly.
You want a coffee? We're just about to have one.
No thanks, Tony. This isn't a social call, guys. You're not going to like this, CJ. Sergeant's told me to take squirt off you, mate.
Come off it, you can't do that.
I have to. It's my job.
I hate him, Wills. I really hate him. What the hell was he doing out here anyway? For all I know, he could have been visiting a girlfriend, right? And if he was, then he deserves it.
Lisa, he loved you. There was no girlfriend.
If he loved me, why did he leave me? Planned my whole life around him. Kids, family, everything. Now I haven't got a single damn thing. And it's all his fault. Well, I'm not going to grieve for 1 minute over him. After all, it should be easy. Don't think I knew him very well.
What are you doing?
Doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Michael's dead. I'm confused. No, I'm not going to fall in a heap over this.
Hey. Don't you think maybe you need to fall in a heap over this?
No. I've spent my whole life being sad. Sad for Mum. Sad for Sonny. Sad for everything. I'm not going to be sad anymore.
I don't get it, Max. You're supposed to be my friend.
I am, CJ, but this is my job. It's my duty to follow orders. I don't want to argue with you, mate. You've got to let me take squirt.
You're supposed to be the good guy. What happened?
This isn't my decision, Claire. There's nothing I can do.
And what if I say I won't hand him over?
Well, if I don't take you, mate, the sergeant will.
Can't you just tell her that you couldn't find him?
I couldn't do that. It'd be a lie.
Oh, I get it. So it's not all right to lie, but it's all right to steal a baby. That stinks.
I know it doesn't seem fair, but there's nothing I can do. I'm not leaving here without him, mate.
Can I have a couple of minutes?
Of course you can.
Thanks.
I hate you.
Squirt. Hey. Squirt. Listen to me. If there was any way I could keep you, I would. But we lose this time. We could both run away, but that wouldn't be fair to you. And I love you too much. So, hey, I hope you get to have a good life. And I hope you remember me. Because, little buddy, I'll always remember you. Hey, say Dada.
Dada.
ready now. Yeah, I'll bet. No, don't worry, it'll be okay. Just tell him we're thinking about it. Yeah, bye, Tone. Guess what, everyone? Our friendly neighbourhood cop, good old Max, has just taken CJ's baby away from him. Yeah, great, isn't it? Look, Tony said he's pretty cut up. I don't think he's going to be making it to work today.
Oh, CJ, you'll be absolutely devastated.
What are you doing here, pig?
Me? I live here.
Oh, right, like you mean CJ and Squirt live here? Yeah, and that goes double for me.
Mary, CJ's my friend. I didn't want to take the baby away from him, honest.
I know, love.
It's just that I'm a cop and I've got to do what I'm told.
They'll come round. But you better prepare yourself. Could be a long haul.
What if they decide to hate me forever? I don't think I could cope without any friends.
Man, you got me.
Thanks, Mary.
I'll buy you a drink.
No, thanks. I'm just going to go up to my room for a while.
Hey, you right?
Yeah. Yes, I'm fine. I'm just a bit shaky.
Just take it slowly. There's nothing to prove.
Look, sit down. I'll take care of this, okay?
Are you sure you're ready to take this step? There's no shame in needing a bit longer.
Don't worry, once I get her home, I'll make sure she does nothing but rest. Home's where you want to be, right?
Yes.
You can change your mind.
I want to go home.
All right. But just remember, I want to see you every day. We've got to work together on this.
Of course, absolutely. Well, I think it's time to go, eh? Thanks, Ellie, for everything.
Yes, thank you.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Should have given this to Max when he took him. Squirt will be wondering where it is. What do you think I should do with it?
I don't know.
Suppose I could take it down the police station. I guess they've taken him somewhere else by now. They would have, wouldn't they?
Probably. I think so.
They wouldn't just dump him in a home, would they? I couldn't stand it if they stuck him in a place like that. Wouldn't be fair.
Well, neither's taking him away from you.
Suppose what they do is foster him. He's so cute. There'd be plenty of people who'd want him. Maybe I'll just stick all his stuff in one of those clothing bins. Whoever gets him will want to get him a whole bunch of new stuff. Better than the stuff I got him. Tony! What am I going to do?
I miss him too.
Come on, Lisa, you must have heaps more to say. Gotta admit, you've almost convinced me.
What?
Well, what we're both coming to terms with here is the fact that Michael actually deserved to die, aren't we? I'm realising a little later than you, but I'm getting there.
I never said that.
Sure you did. You know, like you said, plenty more guys out there. Most of them, heaps more going for him than that loser. Huh? I mean, what a waste of time it was marrying him. You don't even have any happy memories, do you?
No!
In fact, no matter which way you look at it, he deserved to die because he was a jerk, wasn't he?
No, man, no!
Lisa, look at me.
Love him. Love him. Stephen. They're beautiful.
So are you.
Am I supposed to be drinking?
You are if it's French champagne.
Why are you being so nice to me?
Because you're a beautiful person and I want you to feel happy and safe.
Why didn't I feel that before?
Perhaps because I wasn't watching over you carefully enough. What would you like a drink to?
To being well. Is that selfish?
Of course not. Because I'm going to make sure you get well. I'm going to dedicate myself to you each and every day.
You shouldn't have to do that.
But I want to. I'm going to give up work. I'll be with you 24 hours a day. You'll never be alone again. So, let's drink. To your health and happiness, and us never being apart. You're not drinking?